It's officially cuffing season. So that means that you're probably on the hunt to be able to find a relationship. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 practical tips on how you can actually date to find somebody who is ready for a relationship. Hey everyone, I'm RENEE SLANSKY for Flirtini. I'm a professional dating and relationship coach, and I want to really set you up in this video to start the process of dating to be able to build a long-term relationship. So let's dive into those points right now. Tip number 1 is this: make sure that you are dateable. What I mean by this is that just because you want to go out there and date, it doesn't mean that you are somebody that people will date and be able to build a relationship with. It's really important that before you even connect with somebody, before you even download an app, before you even get chatting with someone, you work out, what is my intention here? Do I want to date to build a relationship, or do I want to date to just have a hookup? Where are my emotional expectations here? Am I ready for love? Am I ready for what this requires of me? Ask yourself some of those good cold hard questions that may be a little bit confronting, but they will be necessary in order for you to be able to be in the right spot mentally and emotionally to be able to receive love. The second thing to do is to really get clear on what it is that you want. Dating is like a GPS system, and if you want to go out there and find love, you need to have a point of direction. And if you're not sure what it is that you want, what qualities that you're looking for, then you're not going to be able to have a point of direction to put into your love GPS in order to be able to channel your energy and focus. Hence why you'll just end up finding that you're building attachments with people that don't really necessarily feel compatible with who you are. So write down on a piece of paper, what is it that you truly desire and what is it that you truly need to feel fulfilled in a relationship. Get clear on that first. Put it somewhere that you can see it on a daily basis so that you can constantly be using it as a reference as you start to date over time. Number 3, date for quality, not for quantity. Now, because we have access to a lot of dating apps and dating sites and social media and basically just ways to meet people, we can get this idea in our head that we have to turn this into a numbers game, and we go on date after date after date, or we just say yes to whoever it is that asks us out without actually thinking, is this somebody that I should be dating, and is it somebody that I even want to be able to go on a date with? It should always be about your quality rather than your quantity. That'll mean that you should actually be dating less rather than more, because you're more focused on who you're dating and how they actually fit your compatibility test, your relationship requirements, and all of those things in order to be able to give you the best chance to actually build a lasting relationship. Number 4, really important, know your red flags. If you are dating in this cuffing season in order to be able to build a relationship, the last thing that you want to do is build an attachment with someone and then find out later on down the track that they were never ready for the same thing that you wanted. Knowing your red flags before you start dating, as opposed to finding them out magically in the process and being hurt, is much more ideal. This is why it is important to educate yourself, reading books, looking at different YouTubes, using the love education out there to familiarize yourself with what the signs are that you need to be aware of, so that when you're going on dates, you're not just allowing yourself to fall victim to toxic behavior, but you're able to recognize it straight away and put a boundary down so that you can actually set a standard for the type of relationship that you want to build and the type of dates that you want to go on. Okay, number 5, keep things progressing. All right, this is really, really big, because what I see a lot of people do is they go out there on dates and then they just stagnate. Especially if you're somebody who is on a dating app and you've started a conversation, which, by the way, you can check out our dating app. The link for that will be down below. Is you get talking to each other and then it never actually eventuates into a date, and then you wonder what kind of happened. It's really important that if you have met somebody through online dating or a dating app, is that you get off the app and you actually meet that person in person, funny that, and you go on a real date with each other. And then what you want to do is, as you're getting to know this person over time, you need to be able to move through that process of learning who they are, making sure that you're not just going around in circles, making sure that you're reaching the different levels of commitment required in the different stages with the healthy time frames, so that you're constantly moving towards building a relationship instead of just sitting at this dating level and never actually getting anywhere. In order to be able to encourage that progress that you want, you have to have boundaries, standards, and a pretty open channel of communication to make sure that you're telling them what your expectations are and listening to what their responses are going to be. Okay, number 6. Focus on the present them, not their potential or who they want to be. If you're really focused on finding a relationship at the moment, then you need to make sure that you're not trying to make somebody fit your relationship block or your relationship box rather, where you're trying to mold them to be this person of who you want them to be rather than actually realizing who they are. I see a lot of people go out there and date, and you date someone for who they could be or who you want them to be, rather than seeing the reality of who they are. You either try to change them, fix them, or save them, or you get really disappointed because they were never able to meet your expectations in the first place. So make sure that you're staying present. How are they responding now? What are they doing now? How are they making you feel now? Do they talk about wanting to be in a relationship now, not 5 years down the track? Stick to the present them, and then work out whether or not that present them is stable enough to be able to fulfill you presently now, as well as give you something even more amazing later on down the track when you've built a stronger connection. And lastly, number 7, date from a place of abundance. If you are ready for love and ready to build a relationship, then it's really important that you don't do it out of a fearful mindset or a mindset focused on lack. Fear of missing out, fear of dying alone, fear that you're never going to be enough is not going to set you up to attract the right people. Being relationship ready and dating someone who's ready to start a relationship with you really means that you yourself are in a position to be able to receive that love that you want. So check your mind. What is it that you're saying? How is it that you're responding on a daily basis? Are you acting out of fear and lack, or are you coming from a place of abundance? Well, girls and guys, I hope that this video has helped you find your next relationship for this cuffing season. Let me know down below in the comments what tip that you found the most helpful and that you are going to put into practice so that you can start to get progress in your love life. Don't forget as well to check out our dating app if you are looking to be able to connect, build relationships, and find that soulmate that you have been searching for. I'm Renee SLANSKY for Flirtini. Give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.